All right, so just real quick to show you, kind of already how much, this is a grocery store, and look how much the art and the sculpture, they really have here. So, this is about aquariums, but I really could not resist putting this into the picture just because I love the color gold. It's a really, I don't know, it really agrees with me. And so, this is a grocery store, but look how they're greeted with this, their arts and stuff. So, and not only the lions and the Buddha, but sorry, I don't want to turn it off just to make a separate cut here. So now we have it. So this is Aquarium Basics, and this is Aquarium Hunters. So I actually heard about this through my mom. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit so we can see a little more. And so I was even weary about like aquariums as far as in a public or business where they have too many plants. I mean, is this going to cause overflow issues and things like that a business just really can't afford to deal with? So here though, I think tank size is what's really allowing him to have this many plants without too much work. And he wanted to clean a bunch up before I have a picture of him in the front of the video. He wanted to clean a bunch up because he was ashamed he hadn't worked on it in so long. So that's kind of interesting because I feel like I'm doing mine all the time, and I can't say that this is any worse. So anyway, it's a very busy grocery store. I just give you an idea. It's your standard kind of market here, and once again, here's something in their restaurant that's really beautiful and adding to ambiance. And the guy's talking about they're about to open a restaurant or something, and he's saying they're gonna have several more. And I mean, he has just done such a magnificent job. I mean, those plants have just been untouched since the day they were planted. And so anyway, it's just a really cool thing to see. I kind of thought maybe I could branch out a little bit from my own aquarium and start kind of focusing on some of the few that are left in my community and area and stuff. So this one, I was super surprised. I had no idea. I didn't know what to expect when my mom said there'd plants and everything, and I just didn't know what to expect. And so I was pleasantly surprised. I drove about 3 to 4 minutes to get here to the other side of our little area. And, and just pleasantly surprised. I'm real happy to have this as an addition because I just think Americans, we're just so trashy. We have our little Starbucks aluminum cans, and I mean, it's just like, where is the grace and the beauty in our culture? What is going on? Because I mean, it just seems like, and I don't want to say it's Republican, I don't want to say it's right wing, left wing, whatever it is. It's just that we're lacking beauty and the need to truly be in nature. And so, the people that come here to shop, they're able to see an underground world of beauty and, all the little different things about this that this man has sunk his life into or, heart into it and stuff. So, it's a magnificent thing. I can't imagine anything more beautiful in a store like this. And what's really kind of cool is it's actually sanitary. I mean, as long as the person working on it is cleaning their hands and they have, any kind of spritz or, bubblers and things like that might not be good because the kind of water can spritz around the area and stuff. But as far as the store, it's pretty sterile. I mean, this is something that could go in hospitals. It could go, so I'm really wanting to say that, I promised him I would take this video only for 5 minutes, but, just, it's healthy, and the more I have mine and my life, I just feel better even. That's a restful thing for the living room. I mean, it just baffles me, and the biggest problem, I think, is that, people buy into a lot of the Walmart junk. They buy into kind of the cheapest thing they can get a hold of for the kid or whatever, but you know what? I'm going to say this right now. This is obviously a 55-gallon tank, and maybe even more because it looks a little wider than the one I knew of that was 55. So here clearly the biosphere and the what's going on with the fish, there's no problem here. He's got a canister filter, and I'm actually, I'm sure he he actually does for me. I'm sure it's fine to do this, but I wanted to kind of show you here. He's got the, CO2 canister filter, just like every, other thing. He's very professional, and he too was talking about the money and the things that go into it. And I guess they just got a canister filter, and oh, sorry. And one thing is that as far as having this many plants and stuff, I just can't believe how easily maintained it is, because I just can't imagine someone wouldn't be constantly having to have their hand in it. Now, maybe I'm just obsessive compulsive too, but he's done a great job for something like this in a store. And then the last thing I want to mention is clearly what you can also see is the smaller fish. Now, they don't stir stuff up as much, they're not as dirty, they're not as messy. You still get to see the school of fish, which is really neat, which you don't get to see. But one of the restaurants downtown, they actually went out of business, but they had a tank that was really dirty. It had clownfish, I think it was flounder, whatever those, they're a freshwater fish. I think they are clownfish. And, so the thing about those fish is that, they're dirty and they get really big, and the guy had like 2 or 3 clownfish. Anyway, it's just way overstocked. I don't want to get into it too much, but one of the main successful key factors in this tank is that he has also maintained a very appropriate fish size. So I think, okay, I've gone over 5 minutes. I'm going to keep this one at 6. And once again, we're just wonderful little market here. Buddhas in the door and lions in the gate, and then we've got this great fish tank here that's just better than I ever imagined it to be. And he was quite he was quite nervous about me wanting to get it, so that was kind of neat, because you could tell he too was really into what he had as a finished product there. So all right, great. That's Aquarium Basics, Bodie Dawson.